Now then ladies, here we are, birthday week. Forgot to do an intro, so better squeeze one in. Got a week off, 2 places, 2 sessions, back to back, 24 then 48 hours. I've done the 24 up at Jamie's. My girls came up in the morning, stayed the afternoon, catching maggot, roach, silver bream, everything on maggots. Girlfriend came up, she brought her daughter, so we had a lovely time, had a picnic, brilliant. Mates came up for the evening, we had a right social. I managed to wrangle one out for that, you'll see that in a minute. And then I went up to the office lake, and you'll get all that shortly. Now then ladies, here we are. Got a week off work, so slipped down to Jamie's Monday night. They're crashing about now. Monday night, 11:45, first fish. Came down with my girls and we did some loddy fishing. Had the floats out, they did well. So it's took a good while for the lake to calm down, and I got this little baby. £12.4. £12.4 common. Lovely wide one. There she is, look at that. So nearly midnight on the first night. Tomorrow night we're going to the cat lake. Back to the office. I haven't been there since October, so we'll try and get one out of there. Yeah, hopefully the weather will hold out, because it's forecast overcast and rain tomorrow afternoon. So I've got to get packed up here, get up there before tomorrow afternoon. Hoping to leave here for about 10, be up there for about 12. So we'll get this back in the puddle, and I'll get back into bed. I don't know where the dog's gone. Terrorising the other old boy down the lake. Well, that's the end of 24 hours at Jamie's at the Old Match Lake. Everything's on the barrow. Swim's picked clean, not a drop of litter or anything left behind. Cleaned up everybody else's. Old brolly in the hedge took that away. Right, we'll see you at the office lake. Here we are, just pulled in office lake, had a chat with Graham, the bailiff, paid my dues. That bank's full. Well, this peg here available, and some pegs over there on the far corner somewhere. Whoa, over here there's 3 available. It's like a little spit that goes down that side. They're available, and this one. This water in this peg doesn't go all the way to the far bank, but it's tempting. I fished next door in October, and that's where I had that 15 cat, and I actually was probably poaching in this one's water, to be fair. We'll have a drive round to them other pegs. Last 3 pegs are available down that little spit. I've been here about 10-15 minutes. I've not been staring at the lake, not seen anybody. Hey up. Just driving around the lake. There's an old boy, I kid you not, he's got a 6-ring gas barbecue, a suitcase, and all sorts of stuff. I'm outside his peg. But if you're going to do it, you may as well do it in style, aren't you? I'm just looking down that spit from here, and the water looks flat calm down there. Can I? There, that's the spit down there. So I'll be fishing. If I go round here in pen 13, 14, I'll be fishing up to them willows, to the left hand side of the willows as we look at it. It's not a bad lake. Don't want to record too many people. Righto. Got the ute parked up. This is the swim I've chosen. We've got the 3 available ones down here. I've opted in the middle. To be fair, it's the best one because it's got the best access to the old bay down here, the old army bit poking out. That's the willow on the corner there. Whoa, there, look. That we looked at. One old boy's fishing opposite that. So this is it. This is what I've got. I don't know how far that bank is. Probably 70, 80 yard. We'll get the lead out and have a leader back. I've got the bait boat, but I ain't got sonar. So we'll have to have a feel, see what the bottom's like. Still trying to rain on me. I think we better get the brolly set up. I should have picked the bivvy up for mine. I weren't thinking all this extra rain I could have done with the peak on the old bivvy, but yeah, I've got 48 hours here. I'm going to give it tonight, and if I have to move tomorrow, I will do. Got the ute right next to me, so it'll be easy, won't it? Just wang it in the back and chug around a bit. Some that's just surface down here, only small I think. Bailiff reckons it drops to 9 foot of water out there. In the middle-ish. He's got a sonar scan up on the hut wall. And he reckons it's 9 foot. Little seagull coming round. Alright, before I get any wetter, I'm going to get coat on. Well, I've managed to get myself all set all up. I ain't got the rods in the water yet, I've just been watching. Graham's been round and Graham the bailiff, and we've had a chat. He told me where he fished last time we were down here and where the good spots are and this, that and the other. But I've just been watching and learning. I think I know where I'm going to go. Obviously you can't really refuse the places where you've seen action, which will be down here under that overhanging bush there. That's overhanging. I've seen some fry. See all the fry jumping out? You've normally got a cat or something chasing them underneath. Either a cat or a pike. Right down that far end. See that? I actually got that one on camera. Well, where that one jumped, I was thinking about going a bit further towards that stick that comes out the lake at an angle. But this rain, it has absolutely cahooned it down. And now, it's not too bad. I've managed to dart in and out, getting everywhere set up. Just having a cup of tea and weighing up my options. Right, I suppose we better do something, haven't we? There was no way that hook was coming out. Nailed on the big red pellet. I've made it. It's only just stopped raining. I got here at just after 12, you see, and it was chucking it down. It didn't stop chucking it down till probably about an hour or so ago. I got wet setting up and getting my rods in with the bait boat and everything, and then yeah, got the rods and everything all in by probably 3ish. Just took my time, stared at the water, had plenty of time to think about it. got chose my 3 spots where they were showing the most. £12. £12 of proper big scales. Short, dumpy little one. Look at the size of them scales on that. Beaut. Ain't she lovely? Scales on this side. They're completely different. Come on, Banana. Come on, baby. Put it closer. She's got the 2 rows on this side, look. £12, a bit different to the £12 I caught from the other place, that was common. She's got a bit more character about it, look at the shoulders on her. She'll be a proper little fatty when she gets a bit bigger. Right, we'll get this back in the puddle. Oh, there we go, look. Phone better not fall out the tripod. There she is, look. She don't want to go. Well, there's no rush, lady. Wonder if that's one that I've seen boshing. I picked it up. Oh, there. I picked it up there. Come along this margin before she started coming away when I was playing it. And then she comes straight back across. She's still here, look. Come on then. There she goes. There we go. That's the only problem when you're using your phone. Somebody's just rang me. So I've just put them through to the answer phone. I'm hooked up round my alarm there. Right, hopefully get the boat back on track, and hopefully my line's not picked up too much weed. No, we're alright. Line's tight, look at that. Lovely straight line from the boat for me. Drop. Answer. Right. Just I'm going to try and do this without back leads, because every time I put a back lead on, you bring the fish back through this weed bank next to me, and before you know it, You feel like you're dredging the lake. So I'm going to leave that one without a back leg. I've just got a back leg on the middle at the minute. There we go. Safe Voyager. Got it back this time. This is the lake I lost it in. Flat battery in the middle of the lake. That went under my left hand line, I've just brought it back. I've got a common this time. It's not a common. She's a fully scaled. Awesome. What do you reckon, doggy? We'll just let that have a minute there. You keep an eye on the fish. Right, we've got the scale sorted. I've managed to grab my microphone. Right, I'll grab the fish. Now, she feels a lot better. She looks a lot better. This bloody weed. I'll have dredged this swim out by the time we've done. This is the same rod I had my last one on. My right hand rod on the far margin on the tree line there. And I'm glad I decided to make another rig because I just weren't quite happy. You know when you test the sharpness of your hook? I weren't quite feeling the last hook, so I did. I took the time, made a new rig. Definitely worth it. Now that, there we go. Ejected my homemade lead. Just put that there. Slide it out. Oh, she looked lovely. Absolutely lovely. Got to say thanks to the Viking carper. He's lent me his Reuben scale, so I've not got to re-zero in my Fox ones every time. And his tripod. So, it does make things a little bit nicer. Oh, it's not quite going to 16, so literally just under 15, under 16. So why does these scales work? So that's got to be 14 in the middle, so that's got to be 15. So it's 15 and a half there. It's just over 15 and a half, but 15 and a half will do us, won't it? Right. Pardon me, getting all excited. I wish they'd put better zips on here. Every sling's the same, isn't it? Right. She's just got a couple of scales missing. Probably through. Hey, oh, come on. Probably through either a cat or a pike, but it's just the odd one missing. It might have just been off the line, you never know. Lovely blue in between the scales. Oh, yes, that feels a bit better in weight wise. Yeah. 15 and a half. She's got some proper scars down the other side. We'll have a quick picture of the other side. Steady, steady. Yeah, they're on. Yeah, if you can see them lines on the back end, I think it's been escaped the jaws of a cat when it was younger. Lovely big dark head. Brilliant, 15 and a half. Fully scaled. You ain't gonna swim out of it backwards. Oh, you messy git. Don't, because I've only got my trainers on. You're keen to go back, ain't you? There you go. In your own time. There we go. Well, thank you very much. And we'll see you soon. They're getting bigger. You never know, the next one might break the 20. Right, I'll get the bait boat back on. That's the same spot we took it out to. So I'll get it back out there as quick as I can. Good morning. What a night. Rain. Unbelievable. And there's a retainer down there in the water. There's not very big fish in it. Carp. But I had it. It's about 5:30 now. I would have had that probably about 3:30, something like that. And I had my Crocs on. I went down there to put a peg in, put a bank stick in to hold the retainer in place. Slipped, landed on my arse, put my feet in the water. So, yeah, the Crocs, I had to wash the Crocs and they're out there drying. clean socks and jogging bottoms, and away we go again. So I shall get that little beauty out there. Out and give her away in a minute. Just having a brew and waking up. We've got no rain at the minute, but it's forecast to absolutely chuck it down from about 9 o'clock tonight onwards. We're here all day until tomorrow dinner time. The 3 carp that I've had now have all come off the right hand rod. Now we'll finish the brew and have a weigh in. Not going to have it for long. She's a wild one. £13. I think it's just over £13. Rip snorter. She went off a couple of hours ago when it was still dark, so I thought I'd wait till it was daylight's just gone 5:30. At least I didn't fall in the lake getting this one out. But we'll pop him back in the puddle and full of snails and all sorts in there. Get him back in the puddle. Now then, just had a fight, brilliant fight. Well, brilliant fight, and then went to put it in the net, and it just went straight into the weed bank, this bed that's literally just off the edge of the bank. Locked itself, so I couldn't get the net underneath the weed. I was holding on to the leader, pulling the weed away with my hands, digging it out. I dug this fish out of the weed with my hands. I've just popped it on the scales. Just hovering under £19. Lovely dark old mirror. I don't think it's that old to be fair, it's just dark. Even the scales are dark. Like a pearlescent black head. Massive mouth on the old one. I had some of these fox. The size 4, but they're a big, they're called a long curve, I think they're called. It's hard to keep hold with foxes' hooks, I've got that many of them. And all 4 fish have come off that same rod, same hooks. A few's gone blunt, so I've had to make a couple of new rigs up. I don't think they stay blunt for very long. We'll have a quick look at the other side. But absolutely nailed in the scissors, proper. But I've lost 2 off that rod with that setup. Oh, come on, Betty. She's not coming over to me. Here we go. One off the other side, look. It's got a snail on its nose. But yeah. Pleased I got this one. Right, we'll get her back in the puddle. There we go. That is what I made this morning, and it's gave me 4 runs so far off 1 spot. Lost 2, landed 2. It's, yeah, and I reckon you can see what's in it. Pellet, hemp, maize, sweet corn, maggots. Good squirt of tiger nut oil all over the pellet, let the pellet just soak it in a little bit. And before you add all your rest of your juices, I reckon. Then a tin of coronation cream. Condensed milk. It's just like snot in a can. Milks the water up, creams it up real bad. I'll get the lid back. I'll just mix that up and took the lid off. I'll put the lid back on that, keep the maggots away. But we've been loading up the old bait boat, so generous helpings. But that's the badger. That's what's been giving me all my fish and all my ones this session. A bit bigger than what I'd normally go for, to be fair here. Got the old size 4 fox long curve, I think it's called. Too many hooks in the fox range. But yeah, a bit crude, but nails them. Absolutely nailed them. Every fish I brought in, I've lost a couple, but the 4 that I've brought in on this rig have been nailed. Yeah, I've had to change the hook. I don't think the hook stay that sharp. They're sharp, but not for a long time. Right. Yeah, I need to get some bait. I'll load the bait up. Good generous. That'll leave it up. No mucking about. You've seen the size of that fish's mouth. When that's down there, that'll keep them rooting around for ages. Got my PVA, see if I can get that on the hook. Trap the hook, because the last thing you want is that to hang onto the boat. You need to bring it all the way back with you. Right, you've seen me take the boat out. I'm going to get on with it, or else it'll just go in a wiggly line if I'm trying to do it on camera, like it normally does. Saving on batteries. Let's go in a straight line, shall we? Straight over to the hole just over here. There again, look. That's where we're heading. That is bite zone. Let's do it. Morning of the last night up at office late. Very quiet night last night. Had a screaming one just before it got dark. Lost it again. I've lost a few off that rod now. And yeah, quiet all night. Apart from this thing. Can't stop watching the water though. No, we'll get some breakfast on the go, then start getting packed up. Be out of here for 12, 1 at the latest. So I'll give it a couple more hours and redo the rods, use the last of the bait up, and then set about going home and taking this thing for a big walk. That dry patch where the bivvy was. Forgot about this, look. We've got the boundaries on here so you can see a bit more where we were. There's the willows as we were coming in. Now then, look at that dry spot where the bivvy was. Getting all packed up, still got the rods out and the essentials, look. Here we are. Forgot we've got one of these on every swim now for the boundaries, look. Someone's been naughty, haven't they? So, they're the willows on the corner where we came in. We come in here, drove along, barbecue boy was here somewhere. We came up. I thought I was in the middle round here, but I'm not. I'm actually in 16 at the end. There is another peg, but they don't fish it. So that's my bit of water, but I've been cheeky. No one's been in this one, so I've been fishing over here. And that is where I've had them all from. Yeah. But I haven't had no more. Had that 19 pounder last night. It's nearly 12 o'clock, nearly time for me to go. Sort my life out, unload the truck. Everything's wet as you can imagine, so we'll be hanging that up everywhere, all around the garden, under anything we can. But I've proper enjoyed my session. 72 hours of fishing with a break. Well, not a break, a swap in between, swap venues. But it's just been like glass all night, and I don't think that's helped me. I think I wanted a bit of chop and a bit of movement. We've had drizzle, but we ain't had that heavy rain that real churns it up with some wind and get the trees rustling. That's what I wanted, because that's what it was when I was here first, and they were all jumping and showing and been like a millpole since. So we'll get the rods packed up, put the sticks away, cram it in the back of the truck, and we'll be out of there. Carry on carping, easy.